Hello and welcome to the MMORPG Features of the Week for April 27th, 2013. I'm your host, Bill Murphy, and let's not waste any time and get into the nitty-gritty, shall we? First up, Darkfall Unholy Wars launched last week after several additional months of development. Promising to be a hardcore, true sandbox, players have been flocking to the game. Our own George Dimmock has started his journey in Aegon and began our patented Review in Progress series leading up to the final review in just a few weeks from now. But in a second big Darkfall Unholy Wars feature, our resident tourist, Christopher Koch, took to the Aegon environments and offered some interesting perspectives on what it's like to play the game, as opposed to offering critique and features and implementation and all that kind of stuff. Both features give potential players a heads up on what is important in Darkfall Unholy Wars, so keep your eyes on the site for more coverage of the game in the weeks to come. This year has been particularly hard on the gaming industry as companies have been closing, developers have been laid off, and, well, it's just been rough to see so many companies struggling, but, that all points to the quality of the products coming out, right? Well, no company seems to be immune. In this week's Freezone column, Richard Ayashi offers some interesting insight into the plight of Red 5 Studios' Firefall with its parent company, the Nine, in financial straits. Richard takes on the hard questions like, what does it mean for Firefall, and how can the Nine carry on business as usual? It's a terrific read for those interested in Firefall and the business side of game development. And ArenaNet has announced that the Guild Wars 2 live story event Flame and Frost will be coming to an epic conclusion beginning on April 30th. I managed to grab some quality time with the dev team to preview the upcoming content that the Retribution will bring to the game. Not only with the living story wrapping up, but players can expect to see big changes to PvP in the form of spectator arenas and the ability to create custom arenas for structured PvP battles. There's a lot to look forward to this coming week, so be sure to see what's in store in our exclusive preview as soon as the embargo drops. Cryptic Studios' Neverwinter has reached the final stage before official launch, as the first round of open beta testing kicked off earlier this week for founders. Players who pre-purchased the Hero of the North packages or Guardian packages were allowed in to try out the game all the way to the level 60 Elder game, up to 5 days before the actual open beta begins on April 30th for the rest of the unwashed masses. There will be no more character wipes, none of that. This is essentially the real deal. And in addition, founders now have access to the special edition Drow race and have the first opportunity to see the in-game swag offer through the purchase of the package. We will be spotlighting Neverwinter in our first Review in Progress article next Monday. That's Monday the 29th of April. So be sure to swing by the site to see what we think so far. And last but not least, Mark Jacobs and the Camelot Unchained team have been very busy outlining their vision for the game that is in its final days of fundraising via Kickstarter. In an exclusive developer diary, Mark revealed the stealth system that will be utilized in Camelot Unchained. It's unique, and it's only found on MMORPGcom, so be sure to check it out and find out exactly what a Veil Walker and Veil Stalker are. That does it for this week's features. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch at MMORPGcom without the dot. You can also find me on Twitter at TheBillMurphy. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.